Hello everyone, it's Kylie Bertucci, Stamping Up Demonstrator in Australia here with you. Welcome to another YouTube Live. It's lovely to be here with you all. And I can see we have lots already here. There were some of you, Susan was saying hello 20 minutes before I went live. Props to you, Susan. You were very early this morning. Well done. Well, it's probably in the evening for you, but thank you so much for all being here. Charlotte's already saying, click the thumbs up button. Yes, we're really excited about the rainbows and ladybugs today. I'm a little bit nervous today, everyone, because today's card is really exciting and I want to make sure that I can teach you properly so that you actually use this idea and do something with it. Because I tell you what, I think I spent an entire day trying to work this out in my head, particularly because the lovely demonstrator who demonstrated this card was speaking German. Good thing I have a husband that understands a little bit of German. Bruno helped translate for me, and then I decided I better translate it into the Imperial for the US and Canada people, and for us metric peeps, because, you know, we don't speak German, majority of us. So I had a lot of fun translating. Now, let me tell you exactly who it is. I was going to have this ready, but of course, you know, the coffee comes first. Has everyone got their beveragino? I'm like, beveragino or have the link ready? No, let's get the beveragino. Priorities, people, priorities. So I'm pretty sure I should be able to find it on Instagram. That's where I saw it first. And I asked, actually it could even be in my history, but I will get the link for you because I did ask if it's okay if I could do my version of this card this week. I always like to get permission and just make sure that the demonstrator is okay. And of course I've tweaked it a little bit so that I've made it my own. It's got my own twist on it. But I tell you what, it's such a cool card. I was like, oh, I have to make this card for everyone. They're going to love it. Chop it. Anyway, I'll have a look soon. I'm not going to be able to find it. I'm like, how am I going to find it? I have to think. I have to let the coffee sink in so that I can find it properly. But, Bruno's in the house. So I'm pretty sure it could be even in my history, although I've been watching a lot of things lately, so it could be disappearing in the history. Oh, I found it. Yes. Love it when it turns up. Let's share this. So I'm pretty sure it's Stempeled Universum, and I'm trying to think of this demonstrator's name. I'm pretty sure it was in the comments below, but she has some incredible things on her YouTube channel. The only problem is it's not in English. So we have to get Britta to translate everything for us into English. So here is the link. So we'll say inspiration for the card from, and here's the link. So I think that should help you. Yes. Oh, you just had your beverage with a cookie, Beverly. Oh, that's lovely. Yes, did your swag box come, Yella? Oh, and Kirsty's swag box came. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, it's so lovely to see you all on here. Now, if you can't see the live comments, if you're like, what on earth is Kylie looking at? Make sure that you are on YouTube, because I could post this on Facebook. That's highly likely. So this is on YouTube, and make sure that you are signed in. You need to sign in to be able to see the chat. And I'm pretty sure I've set it up so that you have to be a subscriber to comment. So make sure that you are subscribed. I mean, why wouldn't you have subscribed already? There's so much fun on this channel. So much excitement. Never a dull moment in the Bertucci household is what I say. So we are very, very excited to join you today. I have lots of news, but firstly I'll show you the card that we're going to be making so that you can determine whether you're staying or not, because I do have some updates. Firstly, I want to thank all of those that have signed up for our Creative Day In. It's our first event of this type that particularly is this long. It's a 6-hour event. And we have got people from all around the world signing up for our event. Now, the swag bag option has finished. However, there is still the option to get the tutorial and the event. So it's a 21 project tutorial from Bruno, Cheryl Miller and myself. So you get the tutorial and you get the 6 hours of crafting with us live on Zoom. If you can't catch the event, that's okay. We have a video as well. So you have the option to still purchase the video and the tutorial, even if you can't come along to the event. And anyone worldwide can come along to that event. So whether you're a demonstrator or not, then you can join that event. So here is the link to the event. Is Lisa Curcio here? We love you, Lisa. That's another event that's coming up. Oh, so exciting. I said to Cheryl, I'm so glad I'm doing this event for you because with you because we get to practice for the Lisa event. So yes, if you want info about the Lisa event, that's coming up in March. Very, very exciting about that. Yes, I know. So if you want any info, make sure you signed up for our newsletter, which is here, newsletter link. Sign up for that and then you can make sure you don't miss any of our events or anything that we have coming up. This is kind of a new thing for us, but it's a great way to connect with all of you. I haven't even told Bruno about this one, so he can kill me later. But I even thought this week, I've had so many new stampers that have started shopping through us, mainly because of the times that we're living in. People are looking for a hobby. They're looking for something to do. Card making is the best, and stamping, it's so much fun, particularly if you're looking for something to do at home and something that makes you feel good. You can send out love to your family and friends, let them know that you're missing them. And so we've had a lot of newbies join, basically start shopping with us, and they're like, what do I need? What do I do? So I was actually thinking of doing a live Zoom for newbies. Wouldn't that be fun? Like, help them with all their questions, because I've got a few particular new customers that are kind of like, I'm so sorry for ringing you again. And I'm like, no, please don't feel bad about contacting me. That's what I'm here for. But we kind of make these assumptions that people know what to do, even just cleaning the stamps, or like what do the different things do. And I think that that's really important to help our newbies. We do have a card making course that I set up specifically for this reason, and we give that to all of our customers and our team members that join with us to give them that creative support. But I thought maybe having like a little Zoom get together where you can actually ask direct questions to us about your crafting might be a cool thing to do, right? I think that'll be fun. So watch this space. That's coming soon, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I want to do it while celebration's happening. So probably in February, I'll do a little a Zoom creating for beginners webinar. Something like that. I think that'll be a bit of fun. Yes, I know Charlotte said the exact same thing. She's been crafting for 2 years and still learning. We're all still learning, right? There's so many things to learn, and we feel a bit dumb. We're like, am I the only one that doesn't know this? I'm still learning. Yes. Oh, Kirsty liked the card course. Thank you, Kirsty. Well, Kirsty's one of the reasons why I set up that card course. There was a few other friends of mine that I've known for years, and during this time they're like, Kylie, we want to start card making. Can you help us? And I'm like, oh my goodness, how do I help newbies from absolute scratch? It's like a totally different way of thinking. So yes. Oh, we all loved Lisa's videos. Isn't she the best? She's an amazing teacher, that one. So as I mentioned, please have a look at our Creative Day In event that's coming up. What's the date today? It's coming up in like a week and a bit. That's so exciting. So you don't have long left to sign up for that. That will be lots and lots of fun. We've got so many people coming along. Here's Stempelversum. Now please tell me your name. I was looking for your name everywhere and it completely left my brain. She's here in the house. My inspiration's here in the house, people. Let me look it up here. I did find it. It's not Stella. I'm like, oh, have I found it? I think I may have. This is why you need your name everywhere. Selma! I knew it was something with an S. Selma is in the house, people. So definitely check out Selma's YouTube and make sure you subscribe too. She needs more subscribers. Even if you don't know what she's saying. Yes, we've all learnt a lot from Lisa Curcio, Paula. Oh, that'd be great, Jan. Yes, I think a lot of us have got new stampers over the last probably year or two, and we're all still learning. So there's lots of different layers of what we're learning. Absolute beginning. Like for me, I think that's all talking about measurements and, all those sort of things. But then there's sort of technique layers and there's so much to learn. So something that I'm looking into lately is doing a few more like interactive type cards. And I've never really done this sort of thing, probably because I haven't had time to. I still really don't have time to, but they're a lot of fun. They're a bit addictive, these type of cards. So let me show you the card that we're doing together today. So looks very normal from the outside. It's actually not too thick either, but I thought instead of a belly band, which is kind of the usual when you have a card that's interactive, I decided to use our beautiful ribbon because a lot of us have problem using our ribbon as well. I've heard a lot of people say, can we do Love It, Chop It with ribbon? Well, this is a perfect way to swap out belly bands for ribbons. That's a good way of using ribbons. So I don't know if they'll realise, but it probably won't take them too long to realise, I've got to undo this because it's hidden behind the paper. So then they're going to untie this to reveal something very exciting. You ready for it? So we'll untie, ta-da, and that's going to stay there because it's stuck to the paper. And then they're going to open this and go, what is inside? Little ladybugs are inside and they're flying in formation. Whee! So this is what we're going to make today. It's a bit epic. So I'm going to try and break it down for you to make it as easy as possible. Now, Selma did one version where she did the pop-up on both sides, this little pop-up mechanism here. She did it on both sides and it was more like a gatefold type thing. So it opened up and had like, a pop-up. But I kind of, I changed it up a little bit from Selma's. Andrea, she's in Hoppers Crossing. It's a little, just around the corner from us, literally around the corner. So aren't they the cutest? And I love that with the punch, both sides of the ladybugs are the same. So yes, I know, it's very cute, isn't it? So then I can fold that back up and then close this. Whee! And they just hide in there. Yeah, whee! So it's going to be fun today, right? And Laura Hart loves the ribbon idea in place of a belly band. Yeah, because I just feel like sometimes belly bands, I find them a little bit cumbersome. I think that's the word. Because then you pull them off and then where do you put them? They don't stay with the card. Like this way it stays with the card and then they can, wrap this back up again. And I think it's a nice way to use our ribbon, right? So let me show you what Selma came up with. You all like it. That's good. Give lots of likes. We only have 37 likes. I think we need more. Thank you, Bruno, for putting Selma's YouTube channel up there. So definitely go and check out Selma's channel. She's got really cool stuff. In fact, her Instagram is also amazing. And just this week, Bruno's like, did you see this card done with the ladybugs? I'm like, yeah, she's got really cool stuff. So definitely go and check out her amazing blog. And some of us might have to, or YouTube and Instagram, and some of us might need some English translation. It looks so complicated. It looks complicated, and hopefully I can break it down for you. It took me a little while to get my head around how the mechanism works and how to make it easy for all of you, because I don't want it to be complicated, but it did take me a while to work out how it worked, particularly because it was in German. I think that was the key. I'm like, Bruno, help. how do I translate this? So let's jump on in and have a look. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention too was the tutorial bundle. Just remember, you only have how many days? Like 10 days to get the tutorial subscription. So definitely go and check out the tutorial subscription. I'll actually put up my blog. I'll just go back over here and I'll put up my blog post to our tutorial hop. I think that's the easiest way, because we have a subscription based month by month, or we also have a subscription where you can do it in full. And if you do the subscription this month, you get a month for free, and that's 12 exclusive videos every month with 12 tutorials. So 72 tutorials all up for the subscription. So it's going to give you lots and lots of inspiration, lots of ideas using all of our different suites. And yeah, you're going to be really happy getting that. And just remember, even if you don't have the suite, that you can swap it out. There's lots of techniques and things that you can learn from these tutorial bundles. So tutorial bundle subscription, check it out here. There we go. So just have a look. Oh, Laura, what is a tutorial subscription? It's a very fun thing to do. If you need inspiration, it's what you need. So anyone can sign up, and it gives you 12 exclusive tutorials using particular suites each month. And then you get 12 videos, 12 tutorials, and you're just going to love it. You're going to learn new techniques. It has step by step, and every one of the girls, because it's 12 different people in the tutorial bundle, and every single one of us brings something different to the plate. Like Erica Serwin does lots of 3D, you know, Dina Rikow, she does incredible things. Rachel Tessman is like a mathematician, so she has incredible like pop-up or 3D interactive cards. So you get a really great variety of all sorts of different techniques in that tutorial bundle, because it's 12 different people, 12 different tutorials every month for 6 months. And you get a month for free if you sign up for the subscription. So that's why it's good to do the subscription now. So check that out. Now, where were we? We were making exciting little ladybugs. So very good news. Majority of the products that were behind in shipment have arrived in Australia. All we're missing now is just the daffodil paper. Sorry, Kirsty, I know you really want that paper. It will come. It will come. It is arriving. So it's just the daffodil paper and also the New Horizons paper. They're the only two things that are missing, which is amazing. Bravo, Stampin' Up. I tell you what, it's been a tough ride for the last couple of weeks. But definitely go and check out the store, because all the amazing celebration stamp sets you've been waiting for are back up. And we can't wait for them to arrive. I'm so excited by the tropical vibes and, oh my goodness, pineapples. You had me at pineapples. So I can't wait to play with all of them. But for now, we have had this gorgeous Sunshine and Rainbows paper turn up. And I am in love. Look how much I've chopped. I've been chopping this baby. I've been going chopping crazy. And it is just so beautiful. So I'm just going to collect as many packs of these as I possibly can. And you get these papers every $90 that you spend in our online store here in Australia. You will get the option to choose this pack of paper, or you might want the stamp sets. Totally up to you. So, but you will get an opportunity to get the other items, that beautiful daffodil paper. There will be an opportunity to collect them. So don't hold back on your orders. I know some were waiting, but there will be plenty of time. Stampin' Up are looking after us, people. They're so good. So I'll just pop up our online store, shop here, and you can order from there 24/7, and just make sure that you use the host code. Someone said yesterday, Bruno, that they couldn't put the host code in. I'm not sure what happened, but she said there was no, because it's under my name in the checkout section. But anyway, just make sure you're using that host code as well to get free tutorials. Beverly just bought a tutorial. It literally popped up on my screen. That was kind of cool. She bought it in full. Good on you, Beverly. Woo! Bravo to Beverly. You're going to love it. You are going to love it. So what else do we have here? I'm going to use the Special Moments stamp set again, because this is my favorite stamp set for sentiments at the moment, because it's a limited time that I get to use it, and that's very sad for me, because I want to keep this forever. I want to use this forever, but it's just during celebration that I get to use it. All of you who are not demonstrators can use it as long as you like. Or if you're not a business demo, use it as long as you like. But because I end up using something that's not current, and then everyone wants it, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. You can't get it. Yes. And then we've got this one as well. This one's beautiful. I don't use this today, but oh no, I did use it actually. I put some little love hearts, but it just goes so well with this beautiful paper. Now we've also got the cloud punch that I thought would go really well. This was actually a punch that we missed from the catalogue. I said to Bruno, did you get the cloud punch at all? Did you see that? And he's like, there's no cloud punch in the catalogue. It's in a really random spot, can I just say. In the catalogue, you can easily miss this cloud punch, and it's a must-have. Now, the cool thing about this cloud punch is it actually coordinates with the Sunshine and Rainbows paper. There's a whole section here that are clouds. Here they are here. I've already been punching them out. So this whole section here goes with the cloud punch. Good on your Stampin' Up. So smart. So that's why you have to have it. If you want this paper, we want the cloud as well, right? The punch. And then we've also got the cute Ladybug punch as well. It's really cute. So, oh, hello. I can see myself in the reflection. Have a look up my nose. So that is really cool. So there are all the products I'm using today. And then that beautiful bumblebee ribbon. It's called Bumblebee. I think it's the, what size is it? 1/4 inch gingham ribbon. And I just thought this was just perfect with this paper. I just love the colour. So they're all the main components you need. And I've put up the supplies list too early. And also we're going to be using some little window sheets. Window sheets are really great by Stampin' Up, and they're really handy for these type of cards, like interactive cards. And you can use the acetate or window sheets for a lot of different things. So some of you may not realise that comes from Stampin' Up, the window sheets. They come in a 12 by 12, I'm pretty sure it's a pack of 2. So, and like the pack of 2 lasts for a long time. So very, very exciting. Now let's have a closer look at this. Did Kylie hand cut the clouds? No, I actually don't mind fussy cutting, but I know a lot of you don't like fussy cutting, so Stampin' Up has looked after you. Nice to see you, Frances. The first time you've been able to see us live for a while. Well, welcome. So nice to see you here. Judy's here as well, and Charlotte said she's got 2 packs of the Sunshine and Rainbows paper. and only have had the chance to make one card with it. Well, hopefully you can follow along and make something, because even this front piece here, even if you just did this prototype here, the front part, that is a gorgeous card just on itself. So if you needed something simple, maybe if you're just new to stamping, this is a perfect beginner's card right here. Just get some beautiful Love It Chop It paper, and the sizes, if you have our card templates, is the Poppy Parade, and then I used Pool Party and Coastal Cabana. So that's the layers. So if you have our card template tutorial, that's the layer that I used for the measurements at the front. So really simple and easy. Oh, thanks, Jen. Jen just bought a tutorial bundle. The whole 6 months. Boom. You're going to love it, Jen. Thank you for your support, Jen. We really appreciate it. So that is very exciting. Now, another thing that we're going to be using today, which I thought went perfect with this, and we need help using it, is these brush brass butterflies. I just wanted to say that really fast again. Brush brass butterflies, brush brass butterflies, brush. Yes, I've had a coffee today, people. I've had a coffee, but these are the cutest, and they go so well with this sunshine and rainbows, because who doesn't want butterflies with sunshines and rainbows? Everything happy. We need everything happy right now. We're going to make this paper make us so happy and excited. We're just going to forget all our troubles in the world. It's all sunshines and rainbows right now. So, mechanism number 1. Let's have a look at this little pop-up here. What's Bruno laughing at? It's all sunshines and rainbows. Is that what you're laughing at, Bruno? Now, this bit here is very, very interesting because it's attached to the card, and we've got like a little piece here that's attached to the card. So it's a really clever mechanism because it's the opening that is actually creating the interactive part, right? Really cool. Simple and yet effective. Now, I did sort of think, could I adapt this? And oh, you're laughing at brush butterflies. Could I adapt this and make this section smaller? Look, I put the challenge to all of you to try it. I did try it, but it just doesn't have enough pull. It needs enough sort of circumference to pull the card up there. So I've stuck with what Selma came up with. I sound like a musical. So let's have a look at this mechanism, because this is the key to basically this whole card. You're going to need a normal base size first. So that's going to be your base, which is just normal size. Cutting your cardstock in half. And if you have our card templates, then that will be, which size is it in your country? I'm pretty sure it's the Gorgeous Grape. Yes. So Gorgeous Grape size, if you have our card templates, cut that and put that in whatever color you want. I loved it in the basic black because it kind of hid the mechanism. And then we just fold that in half. I'm going to fold it the other way actually because that's a bit dirty on that side. And I love using my trimmer or my Stamparatus just to push it right up against the edge there, and then use my bone folder to fold that down really nicely. I love using this edge, and it's something that I've just started doing recently because my eyesight is shocking and I don't want to put on my glasses. So I love that this lines it up for me perfectly and makes me look like I can still see, even though I can't. So that is your card base. Now we have the mechanism part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in Whisper White, or Basic White I should say. It's going to take me a long time to get Whisper White out of my head. It's been 12 years. 12 years of saying Whisper White. So I've just got a piece here. No rhyme, no reason. But what I'm going to do is I'll give you the two different sets of measurements. They're actually not too different from one another. Now, for our metric peeps, what you're going to do is, and what I loved what Selma suggested, was scoring first. So you're going to score your first section at 1 centimetre. Okay, now for all of our US peeps, you are going to be scoring at 1/2 inch. US and Canada, 1/2 inch. Rest of the world, 1 centimetre. Score. Now, what I liked about this, which I thought was very clever, was it was just a way to, and I'll show you in a minute when I cut it, but the next cut is going to be at 3 centimetres, or for the rest of the world, it's going to be at, I can't read my writing. I'm like, what have I written here? 1 1/4 inch you're going to cut out. Okay. Now, why Selma said to score first was because if you cut it at the 3 centimetres or 1 1/4 inch, then you try and score it, it's just a bit fiddly. It's a small piece and it's a bit annoying. So I thought that was a really good tip, that score first, then cut. Thank you, Selma. Really smart. Now, that's our first step to this mechanism. Our next step is probably the hardest, but it's not that hard. You just need to get a pen. Oh, hello, Bruno.
Kylie, do you want to just move the top of the trimmer down just a little smidge?
Copy that, Bruno Bertucci. I can move it down a little bit. Thank you. So, here we go. We've got first cut, or first measurement, is we're going to look at 2 centimetres. We need to have a mark, and also at 4 centimetres. Now, the key to this mechanism, and what is really important to look at here, is if you decide to do it on each side, strangely enough, the thinner side is the one that's going to be on the edge. So if you want your mechanism to be on this side, then you need to look at this as though this is on this side. If you want it to be on this side, then the thin edge, or the smaller edge, is going to be on the right side. So you just need to recognize that, like, which side am I doing? And then that will determine where you're going to place your mechanism. Because I've done it a few times where I started doing all my folds and everything on the mechanism, but I had done it on the other end. So I did it for the right side instead of the left side. So just be aware of that. Now, if I do 2 centimetres is going to be my first measurement, which for our America and Canada peeps, it's going to be 3/4 inch is going to be your first little dot. And then we're going to pop that in the middle. It's like, it doesn't have to be super duper accurate. If you want to be like completely fastidious, you can come in with a ruler and, you know, just make sure that it's exactly where you need to put it, and just do a little dot. You can use a pencil, of course, but you know, I can't find a pencil around here. And then we've got 4 centimetres, which surprisingly is right to the edge of our trimmer for those of you who are metric peeps. And for our US and Canada, it's going to be 1.5 inches. And that one you're going to do on the wide side on the edge. So you've kind of got these 2 dots. Now these 2 dots are going to help us create our mechanism. So from here, what we're going to do is line up those 2 dots against one another. So just get your Stamp and Cut trimmer. This is why your trimmer is really awesome, because we can see through here. And we're going to go voila and give that a really good score, right? Simples, right? Then we're going to make sure that we're on the same side, on this thick side, and we're going to go from the corner through that dot. Okay, and I'll show you in a moment what that looks like. And what that does, and trust me, I've done it on the wrong side before, but the best way to gauge to see if you've done it right is what you're looking for is like this section here looking pretty even, because that's your little mechanism that's going to help you. So just keep in mind, dot, dot, and you're sort of creating this score, this little triangle that's even on this side, okay? Then what we're going to do is do a little bit of fussy cutting. Sorry everyone, a little tiny bit of fussy cutting over on the thin edge. Trim and trim. Now remember, you can come back to this, pause, replay. I did that over and over again with Selma. I watched her over and over again. She has a beautiful sounding voice. So this is our mechanism right here. This is what it looks like. Then we're going to score it all. So we get our little scoring tool and we're going to score that down like so. We're going to score this one down like so. And this one is actually going to come backwards. So the key aspect to this that I've realized with this mechanism is it really does need to be like a straight triangle, and everything kind of just lines up really nicely with each other. It all looks hunky-dory. And the way that we're going to be sticking it down into our mechanism is really interesting, and I'll show you here because we can see it properly. Let me move that out of the way for a moment. If anyone has questions, please pop them up. I know I went through it pretty quickly, but this will give you a really good idea of how this mechanism works. But basically what we're going to be doing is just laying it down like so. Oh, no. I was so proud of myself. I ended up doing it on the wrong side. Thinking, man, you're good, Kylie. You got this. We'll do that again. Oh dear. I was so proud of myself too, because we do want the mechanism up against the edge like so. So let's just practice that again, Kylie. Let's rewind. Oh no. So let's start again. This is good repetition for emphasis. 1 centimeter scoring, which for our American and US peeps is 3/4 of an inch. Then cut at 3, which for our US American peeps is cut at 1.25. Now, the difference here is I told you that this thin edge is going to be up against here. I lied. That's where I went wrong. So see this here, we can see if we open this up, the thin edge is actually going to be away from the side that you need to do, okay? So if we want this to be on the left side, which I do, I want it on the left side. I mean, it's not a big deal if you're doing 2 of them, but if you're just doing 1, you want to make sure it's on the right side. So if we want it on this side, we need to make sure, and this is probably the best way to make sure that you're putting it on the right side. Lie this down. Know that your thin side is on the way the opposite, and then you know which section up the top here to do the mechanism. So again, we'll do a 2 centimeter, and we can grab our ruler here if you want to, and do 2 centimeters on the middle, in the middle of that score line, and then we've got 4. So if you're the US, it's going to be 3/4 and 1.5. And now we're doing 4, and do it on the bigger side, okay? You want the dot on the bigger side. Just remind yourself, bigger side. Then we score. So remember that we're on the opposite side, so it's going to be opposite. So line that up using your trimmer. Make sure that you're using your scoring tool, not your cutter. We've all been there. So let's do that. This is good doing it again. So that side, we've got that score line right. Now we're staying on our big side, and we're going to do another one from this to that middle section there. Sorry if I'm missing comments. I'm getting into my project. For I'll be able to answer all your questions. So here we go. There we go. So that is our little score. And again, this is where we cut. So we go along here. and along here. Looking good. Then we want to score this. So fold that down, score, fold that down, and then fold this back. Now, if you do happen to have a little bit, like, because sometimes depending where I cut, if you do have a little bit sort of hanging over, it's just good to get your snips and just cut that back, because depending on which side of the score line, sometimes you can end up with a little bit there. But that is your mechanism, and this works very well up against the edge. So where the point is where you're going to be sticking this down. Isn't that cool? It's such a cool little mechanism. And of course, if you just want to chop off the edge with your snips, you can do that. Or if you want to be absolutely spot on, I have the measurements for you. So it is in the metric, so everywhere except for the US and Canada, it's 12.5, that length. And for the US, it's 5 inches, approximately. Tiny little bit over, but yes. So with the trimmer, Kelly, I probably don't want you looking at the trimmer. I know it's covering the trimmer, but I want you to just listen to my measurements. Write them down, because sometimes if you watch the trimmer, it ends up really confusing. Because, yeah, depending on what measurement you use, I'm cutting in metric. So particularly if you're not using metric, I don't want to confuse you, because, yeah, you might be using inches. And then you're watching my trimmer going, what on earth is she doing? So it's actually better not to see the trimmer. I actually did it on purpose, because I just want you to hear the measurements and write them down. And I will write all of these measurements down, like where to put each point, so that you can follow along. You lost me at the bakery. So let's show you. I've done one in the basic black. Now the basic black is a little bit tricky, because obviously it's a little bit harder to find or see those dots. But, you know, when you're determined, you make it happen, right? So maybe use like a white gel pen or something like that, just to see that little dot on there. And then that will really help you to get that done. So I've already done the black mechanism. Good. You got it? I know. I was like, I don't want to confuse all of you, because majority of you are actually inches users, whereas I'm metric. So it would just, yeah, you'd be like, what on earth? She's saying 5 inches and she's cutting something completely different. Nessa, fold other way. Yeah. Thank you for the chapters. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. Yeah, Bruno's very smart. Yes, he's good with chapters. I should go chapter so he can find them. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, thank you, Valerie. That's so excited. It's very exciting. I saw your little thing come up for another subscription too. So with our mechanism, where are we going to be gluing? Well, before we stick that down, what I thought was a good idea, because when I was practicing, I stuck it down and then I kind of went, but I want stuff here. I want to put my little top section here, which is fine. I came in afterwards and just sort of cut that down. But it actually is easier if you just do this section first, and then we'll stick down our mechanism. So let's do that first and have some fun. Now with this beautiful paper, you could decide to just, yeah, stick it down directly if you wanted to. It's really up to you how you decorate this. But I'm going to use some of our gorgeous pool party, because look at these. Aren't they fun? There's so much fun, the paper. So many cool papers in this. What else have we got here that we could use? So even these softer ones are really lovely, aren't they? Like really cool backgrounds. What else have we got? I think they're, oh, even those ones are really nice. It's like almost like a night sky, isn't it? You open it up and the night is here. Voila. But yeah, I kind of went for plain because I wanted to do some stamping. But if you used paper, all you could do instead is just, instead of stamping directly onto the cardstock, you could just have a cutout piece with that in it. And it would look amazing. Let's try that actually. Let's give it a whirl mill. Let's use one of the pretty backgrounds. And we probably won't use the hearts, but we can still use the butterflies and the clouds. I've got one of the rainbows cut out. But yeah, let's play with paper. Yeah. Now you can pay attention to the cute card. So which one are we going to use? I think we might use... Oh, so many beautiful papers, hey? I think I am going to use that beautiful misty moonlight background because it's so pretty. Let's layer some things on top and see what it looks like because I've got some things chopped out already, all ready to go. I've got a rainbow already cut out, fussy cut, so just fussy cut. Oh, that looks gorgeous. I love it. So this is the best way to tell, right? Do I like it? Yes, it sparks joy in me. But, you know, I can make this card again and use the other ones if I want to. It's really up to me. Just keep using it over and over. Make 10 of these cards. I know I'd be happy if I received one of these cards. I'd be very happy. So what we're going to do, and it's probably good at being paper too for the mechanism, but we're just going to cut that down at Poppy Parade size. So if you have our card template tutorial, you know what size that is. Poppy Parade's one of our favourite measurement layers. I use Poppy Parade a lot. It's like one of my go-tos. And just remember, all your scraps will not be wasted. Everything will get used. So we'll stick that down. I'll just use some Tombow glue. Yeah, this one feels good. Will it work? Did I put the lid back on? I put the lid back on. Good job, Kylie. Well done to you. I'm proud of you, Kylie. You put the lid on. It's always nice when the Tombow glue isn't stuck. Okay, so we've got that. And then we can have a look at where we want to place all our little clouds. Because I love with the punch, like even though the paper, this is a cool little tip. Sometimes we look at this paper and we go, oh, such a waste. There's like a half a cloud here. It's such a waste. No, it's not. You just have it hanging off half. You don't have to waste any of these pieces because they could literally sit up the top. Yeah, so just use every bit of it, even the hanging off ones, because I think it looks better when it hangs off the page. Because you can have it like this. Isn't that the coolest? And then I had one here where I cut it out in the basic white and then just kind of layered it like this. So it has this like, yeah, little background piece to it. So much fun. I thought I wanted to do dimensionals because you know how much we love dimensionals in this house, but it could affect the width of the paper, so I decided against it. But I think with the ribbon you probably could get away with it. Give it a try and see what happens. Stick this down. So pretty. And this one. This paper's so much fun. Seriously, I'm going to collect so much of this paper. Just going to lift that up a little bit. Give you room over here. Oh yeah, I like that. You don't need a whole lot of glue. Brilliant. And then we can still put in butterflies because, you know, we can do whatever we want. I'm putting butterflies in here. Even though it's nighttime. Butterflies fly at nighttime, don't they? Do they sleep at night or are they nocturnal? I love butterflies. So we can just grab a few of these. And on this paper, it's going to look so hot. So I've got my little picker tool. See how it lifts it up? Oh, it looks so cute on there. Love it. I'm glad we went with butterflies. Good idea, everyone. I'm going to make this one go the other direction. Ooh, even on the cloud it's really pretty if you wanted it sort of to stand out a bit more. But I'm going to pop it there. Just 3. You can do 3 or maybe 5. Whatever tickles your fancy. Love it. And then with the sentiment, you don't have to do a sentiment, in fact, because we've got one on the front. But if you wanted to, you could pop one here. You could do it in the basic white, stamp it and then cut it out. But I think I'm going to leave that for now. You can always add that in later because we have lots to do. We're already 50 minutes in. So let's get the mechanism. Let me show you how to put this in. Look at me. I'm like, where's the mechanism? Where did you go, little one? Is this it? Yes, found ya. So you saw what we did. Let me remind you of what we did. We did the little scoring. So remember our basic white pieces. We had our scoring. We did our little bit of chopping. So we've got everything here ready to go. And what we're going to do is now put this on here. And we want even though it's folded over, we want this to be right up against the edge like so. And that's what's going to create the lifting as it opens. So that means that we can go like this. Put the glue along there. You can do that bit if you want to now, but, you know, to start with, just get that bit glued down first. And line up your mechanism with the arrow. Where the triangle meets, that's where you want it to meet the fold. And then you can just bring this down and keep it open. That's probably a little bit too much glue on there because it's going to make a big mess. You can tell when you put too much glue, you're like, oh, that's going to be messy. So I'll just take a bit of that off. And it's probably better just to do little dots. That's what Selma did on hers. I thought, oh, that's so petite and lovely, Selma. And then you're just going to push that back. And just give it time. Hold that for quite some time. The typical Kylie move is to paint her nails and then do things later that wreck her nails. And then she gets really upset. I don't know why I'm in the third person. But anyway, don't do that with this mechanism. Give it time to dry. Unlike my nails that I don't give time to dry. I'm like, seriously, I just put you on. Why don't you dry already? So give it time to do its thing. In the meantime, we won't touch it. We won't muck around with it because the more we play around with it, the more it won't stick. And once it decides it doesn't want to stick, it really, really doesn't stick. It's like, no, I'm not sticking anymore. You had your chance and you blew it. Now, what are we going to do with this little section here? Well, this is the fun bit. I've chopped all of this ahead of time. Is that even a word? Ahead of time. I pre-chopped it ahead of time. And I decided that it was nice to have it sort of facing up like this, because I was trying to work out a mechanism even here where you could have ribbon, but I didn't want it to detract from those gorgeous little ladybugs popping out. And I found that this was just a really nice way of doing it, particularly with it folding down. It meant that when I close it, it's going to keep it secure. So I didn't actually need anything. But if you think of a little mechanism or something like that you want to pop there. But yeah, as you can see, it kind of like adds to the excitement of this card because it all opens up like so. So I felt like it didn't really need it. You might want to do it a little bit lower even, but I don't find it's grabbing or anything. So yeah, it's just a cool, and you know, you don't have to have this. You could just do this. And even that in itself, like on against the basic white, looks amazing. So, but I just thought if you're going to write in here, yeah, I kind of decided it was just a nice little added element in there. But as I said, you don't have to. So we've got that one, and then we've got all these pieces here that we can play with. So what was I going to put? I'm putting that one on the front, and I think that will go really nicely with this paper. So let's do that. Oh, even this paper. This paper, you need, like, it's so difficult gluing the other side. Look away, it's so pretty. And I've done this edge to edge. Now this size here, I did work it out in both measurements. Did I? Maybe I didn't write it down. I'll work it out for you. Let's have a look-ski. So in Australia, or everywhere except for the US, is 12 centimeters by 10. 12 by 10. Now with the US peeps, because you've got let me figure it out for you what size you could do this, because your mechanism is going to take up a little bit of space there. So your normal card base is this, because they're actually not a conversion, people. This is what makes card making very confusing. So you've got 5.5 across, and your mechanism is going to be, what did we make it? What size? 1.5 inches. 3/4, half, 1.25. Sorry, I didn't work this out for you guys what this was, and I know measurements are very important. So when we fold it, we're going to fold half. So 3/4 of an inch is what it's going, the space it's going to take up. So 3/4 of an inch. So we'll say an inch just to give it plenty of space. So you're looking at your piece being at about 4.5. Yeah, I think that will give you enough room. But let me know. Just have a little look and just see. But I think 4.5, and then you just need a little bit off the edge as well. So 4.5 by 4, I think will be a nice insert. Okay? But that's only if you're US or Canada. Do not do that if you are a metric peep and you're using A4. Don't confuse yourself. It's easy to do. And then I want to add that in there. Actually, what we might do, ooh, this is a bit exciting actually. We could even add that there and then the writing down here. Yeah, because then even if it opens up, the butterflies have still got a background that they're flying against. I like that idea. Could even add that one. I'm telling you, you're going to have to make this card like 10 times with all the different papers. I like it. I like having this up the top here. So this is the key. Every time you make one of these cards, you think of new ideas, which is always fun. Now I've just got the Misty Moonlight as a background. I do love layering, even though it's already, like the white is already there. I do love to layer. There's no harm in layering. It just looks so pretty and professional. It just looks finished. If you just write directly onto a card, I don't know. It's just me, but I feel like it's not quite finished. I think my trimmer needs a new blade. And then we're going to stick that down there. And can I stick that now? Because we've got that. We might just leave that. We'll stick that down after we do our ladybugs, just in case we need some room or something. Now, with our little window sheets, I have just eyeballed these. These are like 1 centimeter. You could do them 1/2 inch. Would probably be good. Even a little bit smaller if you want to. And I've just cut them at different lengths. Now, to save time, because I knew I would be having so much fun by this stage, I've already done my ladybugs. But what I decided to do was just punch them out, and I'll show you how the punch works because it's a lot of fun. I've got a little scrap piece of black. I think this will do. I'm finding all my ladybugs everywhere. Come here, little ones. Come over here and say hello. It's your time to shine, little ones. So what would be really interesting, actually, I just thought of something. I just had literally a moment of genius. Sometimes these things just hit me. So I found it's good doing it like this. Yes, it's going to create a lot of mess, but you've already cut out from there, so you don't need that side. So just keep going like all the way up if you want your bodies. That's what I found the easiest with this punch. And then you want to get the wings. Now, what we could do for the wings, which actually would be a lot of fun. I've used the stamp directly onto the cardstock. I used, what's this colour? Fresh Freesia, Magenta Madness, and Bumblebee. But what you could do, which actually would be beautiful, and I've just thought of it. How pretty would this look? Like punching out the ladybug in the paper. Someone's probably done it somewhere. But anyway, this is new to me. Oh dear. So you can go like that. Oh my goodness, it looks so cute. Even that side, look at that side. Oh, it's got little love hearts on it. Oh my goodness. So cute. I'm totally going to use this one. And then I just stuck this down. Now you can add some little eyes or something if you wanted to. Totally up to you. But what a little cutie, hey? Oops, hello. Get some emergency baby wipes for the Tombow glue. Yeah, I know. I'm not losing them, Charlotte. It's pretty good. Just stay there, little ones. It's the small things that we can be proud of, right, Charlotte? Okay, that's a bit better. Now, one thing I did realise when I was doing these little bugs, because they're going to be back on each other, just put the Tombow glue on. And this is something that Tombow glue is really good for. Yes, it is messy at times, as we've just seen. But just stick where you think it needs to go. Pick it up, pop it against this one, and line them up. And just make sure that that wing is in a place that lines up with the back, which, you know, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit out, particularly because this paper is so adorable in the background anyway. It's not going to be a major thing, but it kind of is nice when it lines up because you're going to be putting the window sheet in between. Do you like that? It's so cute, isn't it? Yes. So then all we're going to do, and if you wanted to, if you didn't want to keep mucking around with your Tombow glue, you can totally use a glue dot here. It works just as well, and it's quite quick. In fact, I'll show you exactly. Did I put it back? Oh, I put the glue dots back. That's a first. It's amazing how good it is when you put things back. So just grab a glue dot, and these are from Stampin' Up, these glue dots. They're very, very handy. So just pick that up and pop it on there. That's how easy it is. And then we could just do the same, but I would actually bring this to there just so that you can then line it up easier afterwards. And then line that up like so. Now, if you wanted to, you could even, you know, play around with these little wings a bit. And then we'll add another piece. Oh, there's some here. Add a bit there. So what we're going to do, I'll just pop these over here for uno momento. We'll pick which ones. I definitely want this one in the middle. You guys stay over there. Don't get lost. Don't walk away. don't let me lose you. Stay where you are. So what I thought was good, and it doesn't actually matter which side of this mechanism you put these ladybugs on, but if you just want to hide sort of what's going on with your mechanism, then popping it on this side is actually the neatest way of doing it. You're still going to kind of see it when it opens, but if you really, really wanted to, I know what I ended up doing was just putting a strip here to just cover up that section there. But, you know, up to you. Isn't that so cute? And it's so simple. Amazing. People are so clever. They really are. So I think I'm going to do the magenta and the bumblebee. And I'll use these smaller ones. There we go. So just get our... And what I might do this time is before I stick it down, I'll do one that side and one on that side, so that it's ready to go on both sides. And you can sort of change the direction a little bit, just for a little bit of interest. And I've got another one here on this side. And again down the bottom. And then we'll pop this on here. So the only thing that I sort of realized when I was doing this is just not getting too close to the top, and also just making sure that when you close it, that your little ladybug isn't sticking out the base. So that's the only things. So looking at this, I could probably even cut that one a little bit shorter. And that's probably the beauty of using a glue dot. If we want to change that up, we can. Or you can even like sort of twist it over a little bit to overlap. So I think this one here, if you just have a little look and see where it's going to end up, I'm going to make it quite small. So I'm going to chop that across there. And voila. And even that piece could be used for something else later. And we'll grab some glue dots. Remember, we'll do the 2 up the top here. And we'll have this one facing inwards, like so. Ah, yeah, Louise is loving the card. Yes, a garden on the side. Yes, that's a really good idea. That would be so perfect. Yes. Hi, Nikki. It's raining butterflies, yes. Yes, I like the idea of the little garden. That's very sweet. And then we'll do this one down here. And so you can see they're having like a little powwow. I think I will just bring this down a little bit just so that it's exactly where I want it to be. Why not? Hey, we're making such a special card. I want to be 100% happy with it. Oh yeah, that's better. That's so cute. How happy does that make you? Whee! Yay! Yeah. And so let's do our little insert here. I'll just move all the tissues and everything out of the way. Anything extra? Good, yes. Bit of a tardy. Have a bit of a beveragino, everyone. Love it, chop it. Ah, yes. So nice. Just make sure it's all the right way. Double check, triple check. It's like, oh, have I got this right? There we go. And again, you could do things on here if you wanted to as well, like add some more of those brush butterflies. You can put some of those on there. Because it's just adorable. Look, it matches the paper. Yay! Yeah, it looks really, really good. And I like this being down here below because it's like when it opens, it's sitting up against that, which is very nice. And then the front, so let's have a little look here, make sure that this all closes. So yeah, it probably just needs, it's probably why I did it that size. Probably if you just bring it over a little bit so that it doesn't catch on the on the edge there. Bit of surgery. Ooh. Heavy-handed on the Tombow. Good thing it dries clear. We don't want that mechanism to get untidy. Bryn will be going, oh, it's near the mechanism. We were watching someone do something like a mechanism like this, and we're like, oh no, there's Tombow glue near the mechanism. It's like the worst possible thing you can put near something that needs to move. Like, no. Now, the front section, let's have a little look here, because I have that all pre-cut, ready to go. Who knows where it is, though? It's under these piles over here. Piles of beautiful paper. Look at it. Isn't it gorgeous? Just show it again, just so that you can just drool over it. Brush, butterflies. Brush, butterflies. No. I might have to cut it again. Did I find it? Oh, I think I found it, people. Unbelievable. I did find it. Didn't think that was going to happen. And that's the back piece. Good. So let's have a looky. I don't know if I'm going to use the same paper now. Oh, nah, it'll look good, won't it? I think that should be dry enough now to not be a drama. It fixed one problem, but it created another. I'm going to wipe that little bit there because I do not want this sticking down. Yeah, that's got it. Very good. I'm happy with that. And just in case, if I'm worried, I could even put my silicone mat in between, just for now, just so that it doesn't glue down till it dries. Here we go, silicone mat to the rescue, because I know it's not going to stick to that. So just while we close this off, there we go, just till we do the front cover. You can stay there for a little bit, little one. And then we're going to do, yes, stick the front down, but the back we're going to add ribbon. Like so. Yes. And then we're going to add this to this. And you could use whatever background. It would look lovely even with the Midnight Muse. But I thought I'll just use whatever my base is. That's what I decided to do for this one. Yeah, beautiful. And you could put this up. Actually, we'll pop it up. Why not? Hey, we haven't used dimensionals yet. Bruno, that's precisely what I was thinking. No, there's Tombow glued in the mechanism. I could hear you from the other room. In your head. I could hear you saying it in your head. Like, oh no, it's a disaster. You don't want to come this far now and glue down. Oh, what was that? Put a butterfly in the wing of the ladybug. I love that idea, Tammy. Oh. Oh, Rhonda, you've been in hospital. I hope you're okay. Oh, we've missed you. It's lovely having you back. Oh, baby powder works on the Tombow. Thank you, Tammy. Wow, that's good to know. Now, Laurie asked a good question. How many months is the full subscription? So we do them 6 months. And I think Bruno's answered this, but I'll just mention it in case everyone missed it. So 6 months. And can we buy previous months? And yes, you can. You can go over. And Bruno has put there the previous month's links because we've got lots of suites that we used from the annual catalogue as well that are sitting there. So yeah, go and have a look at our collection. And anyone who shops with us or joins our team, that's part of the resources that we provide for you to help you creatively. So I think this should be safe to close now. Thank you, Silicon Sheet. You've been very handy. Now, let's do the back of the card. So what we're going to do, and this is really simple to do, instead of a belly band, we're going to use the beautiful ribbon, and you can use any ribbon you want. And the way that I work out how much to do is I just do this before chopping it. I just make sure that I can tie a bow. That's the extent of it. So I just do like this, and I'm like, can I tie a bow? Oh yeah, probably got too much. So then I can just take off a little bit, move it over a little bit, and then I know exactly how much I've got and what I need. Oh, hello there, you're in the wrong spot, mister. You don't go there. So yeah, I think that looks really good. And you don't want too little, but you don't want too much. So that's like a nice amount for me to be able to tie the bow just by hand. And then you just, very technical, but then you snip it. So we just do a little bit here. And that's going to be our bow. And so because I've tied it and I've got it all ready to go, I know exactly where I can pop my sentiment. If I want to do this down low like so, I could. I think that would be quite cute there. And then we can do our sentiment up the top here. But one thing I will do is, let's just do this again because I want to do it the other way around so that it sits the way I want it to sit. I think that's going to be okay. I think they're going to be able to tie that nicely. So cute. And I like it actually lower like this because it's sort of, that's where the bulk of the card is actually, like that's what needs closing. And so once you work out where you want it to go, then you can glue down. Oh, that's really pretty as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to go there. It's my prerogative. I can change my mind. What do we do on this one? Let's have a look. Oh, there goes the ribbon. Oh yeah, we did it down there. It is nice down the bottom there with the tie. Yeah. Let's do something different. Let's do it in the middle and do a sentiment up there. Yes. Lock it in. Lock it in, girls. Lock it in. Now, if you wanted to technically really stick this in place, then the best thing to do is some tear and tape. It's very handy. And so you can just do this and you don't pull it off. There it is. The backing, you just go like so, just to keep that in place and make sure it's not going anywhere. And then we put this down like so. So pretty. Oh, wowza. And then we'll just do our little sentiment. So let's have a look. You absolutely love the card. Ah, 155 watching. That's very exciting. Thanks, everyone. So let's just get, I've got a little bit of a scrap piece of black here. And we've got this gorgeous Celebration stamp set that is available here in Australia if you purchase $180 worth of product. So I really, really love this set. I think it has so many wonderful, just perfect sentiments. So what we can do, let's have a little look here at what we're going to put on. I do love the brightening my day. I think that's what I put on the other. Oh no, I put wonderful on the other one. I think we'll do this one. Thank you for brightening up my day. But even this one here is really beautiful. Where would I be without a friend like you? The thing I like about you is everything. Yeah, it's really nice. Even the thinking of you is really lovely. Yeah, it's an excellent, excellent card. Even big congratulations. Yeah, really special. That's why they're special moments. They really are special moments. So let's do, oh yeah, I like the brightening our day. Yes. Let's pop that on a block. Now, if you find that sometimes you use the clear stamps and they're a little bit skew-if, a good thing to do, a little tip, is just to lay this down and then bring the block to it, just to ensure that it's lying flat when you put it on the block. Just a little tip for you. Particularly ones that can bend and move. It's good to have that all sorted. Now I like to use my mini grid paper, which I just ordered. Oops. I just ordered a whole new pad, which I'm so excited to have more grid paper, gritty mid paper. And I use this all the time. It's just such a fantastic tool that Stampin' Up! Have. Really great for embossing, just super simple. You can keep your embossing in the jar so that it doesn't go off, because I did try and put it in the containers, but it just didn't work for me. I don't know if it's worked for any of you, but it ended up going off, like it wasn't embossing properly, and I'm like, what is going on here? So I've got an embossing buddy that I got a demonstrator to sew for me. We have those in our store if you want to go and check it out. There's 153 people watching it and only 12 thumbs ups. I can see 93 now. Kerry, you've done a good job. Kerry, you've motivated everyone. So we'll stamp that. Then we'll pop our embossing powder on. Yeah, so I find keeping it in its little jar with an airtight lid, I think has helped, because I've seen people put them in those plastic containers. So unless it's like a sealed shut, I think, yeah, it's safer to keep it in the jar. I put the lid on without putting this back. So this is the cool bit about the grid paper. Whee! See how easy it is to put back? It's the best. Simply the best. And then we'll use our heat gun. Jessie Scott! Hi! Thanks, Carrie. Yeah, I think bright days go well with the rainbows too. Because I think it's the kind of card that it brightens your day. There we go. And I'm going to do some fussy cutting, but there's a lot of really, really great sentiment dies that you can use. So that if you're not a fussy cutter, then yeah, Stampin' Up! Have some amazing punches and all sorts of things that you can use if you don't want a fussy cut. But I do love to fussy cut. I know that is strange, but I really do enjoy it. I find it quite relaxing. To me, it's like colouring. Yes. I'll just take off a little bit of an edge there because it's a little, it wasn't round, it was a bit pokey. See there? It's like, yeah, we'll round you out a little bit. Oh, good job. That one I don't mind, although to match the rest, I'll round it out. Oh, that's lovely. And even if you wanted to, you could even cut out like each piece, like thanks, and then stamp it a couple of times, and then have like little bits and pieces if you didn't want to have it all in one go. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So pretty. Now let's have a little look here and see where we're going to place it. Yeah, I think the spot is definitely up the top here in the corner. So cute. Couple of these. There we go. And let's do a couple more butterflies, because, you know, we buy these butterflies and all these things and then we're like, it's too precious to use them. No, we can buy more. Kylie and Bruna give you permission to buy more. Buy one brush butterflies and then get another one. Get some more. They're so cute. And then we'll pop another one over that side. Look how cute they are. We've got one here and then the two here. How gorgeous is that? So let's have a look at this whole card as one, hey? So they come here. They come here and they're like, I can't, oh, this is a nice card, thank you. And you're like, open it. Even if they try and open it, they'll be like, oh, maybe I have to open this. So hopefully they work that out. Ta-da. And then they're going to go like this. What? Get out. I'd be excited. I'd be really happy with that card. If I received that, I'd be very happy. Would you be happy? Yeah. My day would be brightened. My sad, gloomy day would be very happy after getting something like this. Yes. And did we all understand the mechanism? I hope so. I hope I explained it well to you. Just keep repeating it. Keep going over it. And if you need the measurements, I will pop them up on the screen, like on the underneath the description. But yes, please ask. Just message me if you need help. But it's a really cool mechanism, isn't it? It's so simple. It's just like that little corner piece is pulling this. And, you know, the sky's the limit as to what you can do. Like some of you have said, Kathy. What? Some of you even said about having a garden, but you could you could put flowers there. Like someone said, and I will be completely honest here, but someone told us that this is the mini daisy punch. And guess what? I realized we don't have the mini daisy punch. So that got ordered stat last week because I actually did want to use this on this card. And then I'm like, how do I not have this punch in my life? So I've had to go and get one. So that's another really cool idea. But you could even use like the leaves. You could do a background here that was like a garden. I did look at doing that instead of using the paper. Like there's so many cool things you can do with this variation of card. And I'm looking forward to see what you come up with because it's really fun and interactive. And I just love having that like second layer in there to write in. I think that's just an added bit of excitement. But you don't have to add that in. Like that's not necessary. You could just do a sentiment there. Yeah. I'm very happy that we got through that together. Yay! I know, it's very exciting. So please let us know in the comments what you think. If you're watching the replay, yeah, let us know. Oh, Zoe said I must make this card for her. Oh, Zoe, you're the cutest. It's a really cute card, isn't it? Imagine getting that in the mail. You would just be like so excited. Even when I showed Bruno, he was like, what? So thank you so much to Selma for this inspiration. Please head over to her YouTube channel and give her lots of love and hugs for her inspiration. You can even comment on her post and say, we watch Kylie and we watch yours and thank you so much for your amazing card. Let me see if I've got the right link to her card. Here it is here, the pop-up card. So I'll just post that again directly to this where I got the inspiration and where Bruno Selma's YouTube. So you can head over there and just make a comment, say, Kylie translated for us. Thanks for your card. So cute, huh? I think we need an open one though. Let's do an open one. So people can go, what? How am I going to get this? I have to do half open. Yay! So cute, huh? Adorabubbles. So yeah, as I said, you can put a sentiment here as well. I think it would go very, very nicely popping it in there. But I think we've done good. I was a little bit nervous about today, but that actually was a lot of fun doing that with you today. Yes. And thank you so much to all of those. Like during my live, I was watching all the pop-ups come through for our subscription for the tutorial. And just keep in mind that if you subscribe, this year Bruno and I have done something different for our subscribers. And we've got a Facebook group for all of our subscribers, just to make sure that it holds you accountable and that you use the tutorial, and we can give you support and inspiration on that group as well. So just something a little bit extra that we wanted to add to the subscription this year to thank you for your support. Hello, Melissa. Oh, thank you, Iniki. Yeah, I'm totally going to try some different variations. Like my mind was like going crazy because I even had some of these left over from a Instagram reel that I made, and I was like, oh my goodness, imagine doing some daffodils, like popping up daffodils. How cute would that be? Or the tulips, like imagine having that beautiful tulip paper in the background and then having like flowers pop out. It's like, this is the best kind of flowers because they never die and you don't have to put them in the bin. They just pop out at you every time you need to feel happy. Yes. Oh, so nice catching up with all of you. Today was lovely. Really enjoyed it. And hopefully we get to see lots of you at our Creative Day In. We've got some really cool surprises, very similar to this card. Not quite the same, but some really cool interactive cards that I'm going to be making with you at that event. And we're going to be using the petal pansy. But if you don't have that, we'll show you how you can swap it out. You can totally use what you have already. But I'm very excited by the petal pansy suite. I can't believe I missed that in the catalogue. I was like, how come I haven't used this before? It's gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. Bruno's come up with some amazing cards as well. So, yeah, Caitlin. I know there's so many exciting cards. And I saw another card that Selma made, and it's just incredible. It's like this, yeah, pop out on the side even. I was like, wow, she's so smart. So... oh yes, and how cool was the magazine thing? That was hilarious. We didn't even know that we were in a magazine. And one of my team members is like, Kylie, congratulations on your magazine article. And we're like, huh? Like, Bruno's like, did you read that? She said you were in a magazine. I'm like, no. And then I even wrote, are you sure it's the right Kylie? It's like, how many Kylie Bertucci's are there? But I genuinely was like, no, you've got the wrong person. There's no way it's not us. I was very confused. But this is it here. I'll show you. This is the article. Can you believe it? It actually says, Blog Spotlight, Kylie Bertucci. If you love Stampin' Up! Products, then you're going to love Kylie's blog. What? A demonstrator for this international brand based in Melbourne, Australia, Kylie has a vast team of card crafters around her, crafting up a storm. As all kinds of stunning, all occasion cards showcased on her blog. Oh, I couldn't believe it. And I didn't even have my blog, kyliebertucci.com, and some of my cards here. Bruno Scrappy Strips. So yes, that was very exciting. I could not believe, I was like, no. What? No, wrong person. But no, it really did happen. Yeah. Oh, Iniki's got pansies showing up. Yay. I know the magazine, it's called Simply Card Making. What is it called? Simply Cards and Paper Crafts, it's called. This is the front cover of the one that we're in. And it was page 7. So, yeah, that's the card making. So it looks like it's the world's #1 card making magazine, apparently. So yeah, that's pretty cool to be mentioned in the world's #1 card making magazine. I was very excited by that. So there you go. Who knows what the day will bring tomorrow, right? As we always say, never a dull moment in the Bertucci household. We never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. And it's just random. I didn't even know about it. Maybe they sent me an email and it ended up in my spam. I don't know. Or maybe I thought that they were spam. You know, some people are like, we want to collaborate with you. Will you please wear this underwear? I'm like, no. No, I'm not collaborating with you. So famous. Whatever, Jessie. Too funny. So, lovely to see you all. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your... Oh, we've hit over 100 likes. I think this is a moment. I think this is the highest likes we've had during a live video ever. Thank you, everyone. Cover girl. No, it's very exciting. It's really nice. Yeah, it's nice when you see your hard work pay off, and we just love what we do. We feel so appreciative and so blessed and so grateful to all of you for supporting us and letting us do this job, particularly in the times that we live in. It's just really nice to, yeah, have this amazing job. We really, really appreciate it. Oh, big hugs to all of you. Thank you all very much. You're gonna make me all emotional. I'm gonna get totes mosh. So big hugs to all of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope that you get creating, and I hope that this video has inspired you to have some creative time for yourself and think about who it is that you can send a card to this week, because it's really special. Our card making is such a gift right now, so now more than ever. It always is, but it's really, really important we get those cards out. So have a look in your drawer, see who you can send some cards to, and let them know that you're thinking of them. And yeah, I think it's really good. Oh, Leonie, big congratulations on the Global Design Project win. Whoop whoop, you go girl. I was so happy for you when I saw that. And I'm not surprised, because your cards are absolutely stunning. Well done. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Iniki. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Mwah, mwah. See you soon. See you next week. Bye. Bye, everyone. I miss you already. Love you lots. Bye. Bye. Big hugs.